Hey everybody, Derek from Addictive Tips here, and in this episode we are going to be covering how to make a virtual machine with Virtualbox. So if you check the description, all the information that you need to know on how to install this program is right there, so I won't need to get into that. Just check for the article, read through it, and you'll understand how to get it going. We've got an in-depth process. The first thing you do, and I'm using GNOME Shell, but you can look through and just look for Oracle VM VirtualBox and open it. Now, as I start it up, you can see I already have a Windows 10 virtual machine. I'm going to delete that because we're going to start fresh. So to start off by making a VM, you click the New button. And now there are tons of different options. There's BSD, Solaris, Linux, Microsoft Windows, IBM OS 2, Mac OS X, and others. So I'm going to do Windows 10. So what I'll need to do is I'll need to type in Windows 10. And now this is important because as you see, when I typed this in, it has automatically selected a version and I didn't have to go through here and select everything. And then I just click next. Now, VirtualBox automatically assumes how much RAM that I want to give it. Now, if I only had like 4 gigabytes or 8 gigabytes of RAM to give it, I would leave it at that. But since I have quite a lot, I'm going to give it 468. You can set it to whatever you want. I would just recommend not exceeding your overall RAM, so don't do that. You could even go here if you wanted to, but I'm going to give it probably about there. So the next part is very important. Now this is the hard drive. So VirtualBox takes care of this all on its own, so you don't really need to worry about this. So just click on next on the create button. And so by default, again, VirtualBox picks the best settings. So I would say stick with VDI, that's a virtual disk image, and then you click next. And once again, stick with the defaults, and click the create button. So now the default VM settings are ready, but we haven't actually started it yet. So what you need to do now is click start, and you need to browse for the ISO file. Now I have my Windows 10 factory image in my Dropbox folder, so I will click to browse there and open it. After I do that, I click the start button. Now this will boot like I'm on a regular computer. I can maximize it and I have complete access to everything. So as you can see, I have to install the operating system like any other OS. So I have to go through and wait for Windows to install to the virtual drive. As you can see down here, it's doing that. And I will come back once it's done. So as you can see, I've got my Windows 10 virtual machine running in VirtualBox, but everything isn't set up yet. So I need to go up here and look for devices. Now click the Insert Guest Edition CD image. Now what this does, and of course you got to click download, but what this does is it will install needed additions for your guest system. So it'll install video drivers, it'll install connections so that you can connect the host system, which in my case is Arch Linux, to the guest system, which in this case is Windows 10. So once you do that, you'll see it shows up as a virtual disk. Now it's actually just an ISO and it's in the drive. If we hover over here, I can go to this PC and I can click install or run. And then all I got to do is open the installer, go through the process, which is just clicking next. And of course this has direct 3D support and some VirtualBox guest editions, like I said. Let that go through, and then once it's done, all I got to do is reboot, and then the VM will be completely and totally ready to use. But guys, hope you enjoyed learning how to make VMs on VirtualBox. It's pretty self-explanatory. Once you get the guest editions installed, there's really not much to do here. Just use your VM the way you'd want to use it. So I'll see you guys in the next video.